Hey guys, welcome back. So, I'm going to be doing my December book haul video. Now, I normally do my book hauls at the end of the month, but I have already accumulated a ton of books that I want to show you guys for December. Most of these, actually, except for one of them, I think all of them I got during the Black Friday sale on Book Outlet and Barnes & Noble. So, yeah, these are all my Black Friday purchases, and there's a lot, so bear with me. I divided them up into uh, 3 groups, so Book Outlet, Amazon, and Barnes & Noble. So, yeah, I'll just get right into it. This will probably be done in 2 parts. So part 1 will probably be just the Book Outlet books, and then part 2 will be Barnes & Noble and Amazon. So if you want to check those out, go to part 2 of the video. So the first one that I got from Book Outlet, and Book Outlet was doing this where they had this promotion where they gave you like you sign up for their emails, they give you $10 coupon to use towards your purchases. And so, yeah, I got a lot of books because they're cheap, and yeah. The first one is Fairy Tales and Nightmares by Melissa Marr. This is, I think, the first book of Melissa Marr's that I've bought. I have heard about her other book, with I think it's Made for You. And I really want to read that one as well, but I don't have it yet. But this is the first book of hers that I got. And it's basically a bunch of short stories. And it looks like, I love the title pages. They look so pretty. But it's basically a bunch of different short stories. I think it's supposed to be more creepy, scary type of thing. So, yeah. Then, so that's the first book. Then, the next one I got, I showed you guys in my last book haul, I showed you guys, I think, the first and the third book that I got already. And this one, yeah. So this is A Darkness Strange and Lovely by Susan Dennard. This is the second book in the, I don't know what series it's called, Something Strange and Deadly. That's the first book, which I believe was in my last haul. And I have the third one, which I did show in my last haul. And yeah, so now I got the second one from Book Outlet. So then the next book I got is, the first one I showed in my last haul was part of the Seven Wonders series. And this is the second book that I got from Book Outlet. And it's Lost in Babylon, second book in the Seven Wonders series by Peter Larrainges. But yeah, it's a middle grade fantasy book, adventure book. So I'm excited to get into it. So yeah. Then the next book I got, I've been eyeing this one at Barnes & Noble for a while. but I never bought it because it's an adult book, so adult books at Barnes & Noble are kind of expensive. Um, it was $26.95 at Barnes & Noble, and I got the hardcover from Book Outlet for I think it was $4.99 or $5.99, something like that. But it's Archetype by M.D. Waters, and I don't remember too much what this is about because, like I said, I've been eyeing it for a while. I read the synopsis like months ago, and it sounded interesting, and I wanted to get it, but I haven't gotten it till now. But I think from what I remember, it was this woman who loses her memory, and she wakes up and she doesn't know her husband, doesn't remember their life together, sort of thing, and she doesn't know whether or not she can trust her husband. So yeah, I think that's sort of what it was about. Can't remember too much, but I know I really wanted it when I read the synopsis. So yeah. Then the next couple books are, let's see. I've shown the first one in my last haul as well, and it's part of the Ruby Red series. So if I can get to this one. Okay. So the first book, or the second book in the series, is Emerald Green by Kristen Gear. And I showed the first one, Ruby Red, in my last haul. And this is like a time traveling type of series books. And I love the covers of these. They're so pretty. So, yeah. Then the next one I got also from Book Outlet. This whole pile is all from Book Outlet. I got 11 books. So, the next one is the third book in the Ruby Red series, which is, oh wait, no. This is the second book, sorry. So, Emerald Green, the one I just showed, was the third book. This is the second book, which is Sapphire Blue by Kristen Gear. So this is the second book in the series. So it's Ruby Red, Sapphire Blue, then Emerald Green. So, then the third book, well, not third, but next book I have to show you guys. This one is a children's story book, but I was never a big reader as a kid, and so now I'm finding myself wanting to read more middle grade and children books. So I got a series of unfortunate events, The Bad Beginnings by Lemony Snicket. So, yeah. I've heard about this book. I've just never read it until now. Like I said, not a big reader as a kid, but, pretty short book, so want to try and get to it probably this month. That'll help me with my goal to reach my Goodreads goal since it's a short one. So yeah, probably be reading this one this month. Then let's see. The next one that I have to show. This one's Weather Witch by Shannon Delaney. And this is the first book in, I don't know if it's a trilogy or a series, but it's the first book in the series. And this one, I don't remember too much what this one was about, because again, this is another one of those books that I've been eyeing for a while. It's been on my TBR for a while, and I read the synopsis like a long time ago, but kind of forgotten what it's about. Let's see. Okay, so the synopsis says, some fled the old world to avoid a war. Some fled to leave behind magic. Yet even the fiercely regulated New World, with its ranks and emphasis on decorum, cannot staunch the power that wells up in certain people, influencing the weather and calling down storms. Hunted, the weather witches are forced to power the rest of the population ships, as well as their every necessity and luxury, in a time when steam power is repressed. Jordan Estuaria hails from a flawless background with no taint of magic, but on her 17th birthday, she's accused of summoning an unscheduled storm. Taken from her family, Jordan is destined to be enslaved on an airship, but breaking Jordan may prove to be the very thing her carefully constructed society cannot weather. And losing Jordan forever may force her beau, Rowan, to be the hero he would have never otherwise dared become. So yeah, that's pretty much the Weather Witch. And then, sorry if I'm coughing a bit. Kind of losing my voice a little bit. The next book is Stormbringer by Shannon Delaney as well. And this is the second book in the Weather Witch series. So, got the first and second one. Then, now the next one I got, it's kind of a newer book, not too new. It's been out a couple months. But that is The Winner's Circle by Marie Rutowski. I think that's how you say it. And this one I've seen around BookTube for a while. I've seen it at Barnes & Noble, and the cover looks pretty, but I was never really, going to get it, and so I forget who it was, but someone was talking about it on BookTube and gave a great review, and I was like, okay, I kind of want to read it. I don't remember too much of what this was about, but I believe it's a historical fiction, I think. Don't quote me on that. And then the last book that I got this is the last book I got from Book Outlet, and that is Hidden by Sophie Jordan. And this is the third book in the Firelight series, I believe, trilogy. I have the first two books. I haven't read them yet, but now I have the third book and I can just marathon through them all. But yeah, those are all the books I have for this video. Check out the next